how did you come to our hospital?
It's interesting you asked me that. In 2018, I, with some of my co-workers, were teaching in Gojido, and we went to a lecture, a guest lecture on art, and there was it was actually Dr. Cho, and he's an artist, and so that's the first time I met him, and we stayed around afterwards and asked him a few questions. Well, a year later, I was having trouble with a lot of pain in my hip, and the doctor that I was seeing said I really need to go see a surgeon at the hospital. So I walked into this hospital, and there's Dr. Cho, the lecturer. I'm going, I know you. And so it was really interesting. I felt like there was already a connection with someone that I had familiarity with. It ends up, he replaces my hip, replaces my knee, all within a month, and I'm back walking and hiking. And I really not only felt good about the job he did, he made me feel like a real person. And not all doctors do that. Doctors sometimes they're like, I'll build this, I'll fix this, but they don't think about the spiritual side. They don't think about the needs of how a person feels. And Dr. Cho took that extra step. It made me feel like I was more than just a patient, I was a real person. And so when I was having pain in my other hip just a month ago, I reached out to Dr. Cho because we've stayed in touch. And I learned that he was the director of the hospital here, but he still did some surgeries. So I said, I'm having some pain, would you be able to take a look at it? And so I came into the hospital and he did some x-rays and diagnosed my problem. I didn't really expect I needed another hip replacement, but I trusted him, you know, and I still do. I came in, 8 days ago, and he's replaced my hip, and like before, it's gone very well. He's been very patient with me. He explains things very well to me. His English is exceptional, and the people at this hospital, I've never been here before, but the people here at this hospital are so caring and so warm, and that is so important, especially in this times of COVID, because none of my friends can visit. My wife is in the Philippines, so I'm kind of all alone. So it's a very difficult emotional time for me. And I feel supported by the staff here. The nurses have been wonderful, been very nice.
오셔야 되겠어요, 지원을. 의사소통 하시길 와주셔야겠어요? 네.
Once I start going those steps, you feel more. Yes, I feel less pain. Right now, I don't feel. Shall I assist you or just let you push?
Tell me if I hurt you, then I will stop. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Yeah. This is enough. And abduction.
Very well. There's my.
Yeah, wonderful. Sit up and turn around, turn to this side and sit like as I do. And exercise, stretch and bend. Stretch and bend. Stretch and bend. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, there's two parts of how I feel after surgery. And one is emotionally, how do I feel? And that's, again, difficult because I'm all alone in a country that I don't speak the language. And the other one is physically, how do I feel? And physically, I'm very, very pleased with the major surgery coming out feeling as good as I do. And it's been wonderful to have the pain in the hip gone and just dealing with the pain of the operation, and it gets better every day. So I'm really happy with how that's going. And I know that my emotions will get better once I get out of the hospital and I'm able to be with friends and family again. Coffee latte? 감사합니다. I'll give you my typical pose in a minute. This is my first time to be to Marigold Hospital, and I didn't know what to expect. I heard that it was one of the oldest hospitals in Busan, but it's really been renovated and quite modern. The thing that I like about Marigrove Hospital is how I feel welcomed here. I feel like people really care about me more than just replacing hips or parts. They've been very patient with me, the nursing staff, and I want to thank them for that. And even though I don't speak Hangul, and so it's very difficult sometimes to communicate with some of the nursing, they always seem ready to take out their translator and communicate with me, and they're very patient knowing that I don't understand their language. Thank you so much. You got it. Bye-bye. Take care. Thank you. Thank you, girls, for all your help. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for all that you've done for me.